instrumental. You can pop it when you're collecting Mega if you're being pushed to just avoid, or basically negate most of the damage being output to you. And also if you are escaping and there's totems on the map, then they're going to do significantly less damage to you.
We need to regroup.
So yeah, let's kick things off on JSkey with the totem. Going to put one straight away at the teleport exit. And definitely through teleports, Bull Rush can be incredibly useful. For the reasons I just mentioned.
Absolutely, it's going to be a nice way to take some extra damage off of your opponent. And as we know, SOMBR4 is not a heavy opponent. He's stacked up on that armor, as we can see, and that's very scary. Seeing as JSkey is not playing on. Well, he's not. I wouldn't say Galen is a heavy champion, but yeah. So anyway, some nice damage being dealt out by JSkey there to SOMBR4. He does take that heavy, and but SOMBR4's putting a lot of pressure on this so far.
Death is the only release. I will not grant.
Yeah, it's a hard enough as well to deal damage for free. Particularly like if a scale bearer is coming charging through, and he can gain speed very quickly. It's going to be difficult. Like those rails, for example, you're going to have to hope you hit them. Unless you strip away some of his stack, you're not going to want to get caught out.
I think SOMBR4's chance here, he's got a really good stack and comes in with the LG, and that was almost a clean engagement there. SOMBR4 left with 130 and still full armor after that engagement, so best case scenario really. You might get a second one there, yeah, as well. Bops JSkey with the Bull Rush and then finishes off with a couple of rockets, but now, however, he's very low, and this is JSkey's chance back into this, and a chance to turn this trend around here again. I mean, obviously it's just 2 minutes into this game, so still anything can happen, but yeah, gotta watch out so you don't run away with it too much.
I'm not actually sure on that last frag if the Bull Rush ended, because there was a sneaky totem, that's why he went down to 30. JSkey maybe not aware that he could have possibly pushed that off the spawn. Yeah, Mega. Light armor.
Ooh, rail miss from JSkey. Now it's slowing down a little bit. I was gonna say never mind, because here comes another engagement here between the two. Rail misses, or I think that rail hit from JSkey, but here comes the Bull Rush from SOMBR4, finishes it off with a shotgun, and that's the third frag on the board. Yeah, very nicely executed, I feel like, you know, timed that to perfection and really just made the best out of that situation. And JSkey now is, well, leaning more and more towards, you know, finishing this, because I believe this is the third map, finishing this series on a pretty bad deficit here, but still could turn this around, obviously, but needs to find some good initial damage here on SOMBR4.
And items as well is what he needs. He's only had 2 heavies, 1 mega so far. It's just been, and there's such a big separation now between the two that it's going to be difficult. And what makes it more awkward is that the light armors are also within reach for SOMBR4. So I think most critically, the totems are going to have to be utilized in a fight, and it's going to be difficult to throw the totem off while putting out damage. So you're going to have to be very tactful. JSkey, how he approaches it.
I think a lot of damage to SOMBR4. This is an opportunity here with the LG. The Bull Rush comes in, but he dodges it just by the skin of his teeth. And here comes another rocket. Comes down to SOMBR4, and that's the first strike on the board for JSkey. That's exactly what he needed. He, I think that was kind of ice cold from him using that LG and then dodging the Bull Rush and then finishing that off. And he could get a second frag here. Yes, indeed. And this is what we're talking about. This is what he needs. He needs to get these initial good frags, and then let's see if he can get control of the items. There's no item up yet, but the high ground is currently being held by SOMBR4, and surely he's gonna take that mega hold. Maybe not. The rail comes in, and well, this is exactly what you'd be talking about. This is good for JSkey right now.
Yep, that separation between the items working in favor of him now. Oh god, the rockets are good though, but he's still got some armor. And this is the thing, right? If he can keep SOMBR4 off these light armors, maybe 1 maximum, he'll be able to just keep putting on the pressure. Like that green, he needs to deny it. Maybe go collect it himself, but doing that will put him out of position of Mega as well. So now SOMBR has got 2. Already it's starting to look again scary. It's heavy now, no longer a guarantee for JSkey, and in fact SOMBR's going to collect it, and now look, very scary scale bearer to deal with.
Yeah, a bit of a shame there for JSkey. I thought he felt like he could have done more from that position, but either way, he got 3 frags out of that incoming sweep. Then that was fairly okay from his side, and he could get a well. Now he's hitting every rail here, and this is instrumental, as that was the 4th frag on the board. Knows where SOMBR is here, but SOMBR actually, upon respawning, gets a pretty good. Oh goodness, look at this! This is JSkey. His LG is fantastic so far, and he's hitting the rails as well, and he looks a lot colder now than he was when we first started covering his matches. He looked nervous, he looked shaky. Now he looks composed, and well, yeah, in a good position here. I don't know how that's going item-wise, but he's on the board. He's in the lead for the moment, but that's SOMBR on the equalizes again.
Yeah, did that without Borush as well. Because that's really been the difference maker, is that JSkey was able to completely dodge the bull rush. Which meant that SOMBR didn't have it, and then was able to follow up and pick up the frags. Now, that didn't quite go in his favor, unfortunately, that fight. Now SOMBR is massively stacked, has the bull rush up as well. He could follow this through if he wanted to. Pop the bull rush. And bam.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think JSkey actually got a lot out of that position anyway. Hit 3 point blank rails and did some totem damage, and that took away all of SOMBR's stack basically. So let's pick up that heavy though.
Yeah, heavy.
He's gonna get Mega as well. JSkey leaving both items up, and that's not good. His plan is here. Here comes SOMBR with the LG, and there's an engagement here. Surely, I was gonna say surely SOMBR goes out from that one, but JSkey, again, nice LG and just using the rail in a really nice way so far in this match. I mean, very confidently, and I mean, if you can hit, then that's a pocket sniper. That's like a really good weapon to use point blank if you actually hit, and he's been hitting very good so far. So 5-5 now between the two, and yeah, still anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, it really is. This heavy could be key for JS if he can manage to maneuver himself onto it. SOMBR doesn't have the bull rush to come through, so this is going to be risky if there's a totem, and there is. Even if he gets the Mega, it's not going to be that useful unless it's a green, and there is a green, so, you know, ignore what I just said. Let's just hope the totem drop. I'm surprised he actually doesn't push through to get rid of that totem. It's caught him off guard going through the teleport a couple of times now. Gonna opt to leave it up, we'll see if it bites him. And again, popping the bull rush early. I feel like that's cost him frags previously, SOMBR. And again, it's going to do the same. I mean, I feel every time SOMBR's died, I feel like it's just because he's not been able to utilize the bull rush, or he's popped it just almost willy-nilly, as the saying goes. I can't possibly think of what he was trying to achieve from it.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it also, yeah, it's just like puts himself in a very dire position, and yeah, JSkey with his point blank rails, he finished it off with the rails. I mean, he's got a shotgun. No, he doesn't have a shotgun, but well, I mean, the rail is, I guess, the best weapon to use in that situation, but it just looks so easy when he uses it like that. Oh, just a minute left now, and there's just one frag separating these two, and SOMBR can still turn this around, but Mega health is up here, and JSkey is lucky enough to be on the high grounds. He hasn't picked it up yet. Actually, he falls down. He's gonna... Oh, I don't know. He knows kind of where SOMBR is here. He's really planning on getting this kill and then getting a good rotation between the items, and this LG could do the job, but... Okay.
Yeah,
that was good.
I think JSkey made the best of a worse situation there. He could have gone through the teleport, but that was almost a guaranteed telefrag. Holding ground and seeing what happened. Maybe it's the best play. But nice rockets, and that is not a good time to die. Lucky for him, Bull Rush isn't up. Into overtime, I think we're about to go. Overtime is about to be a 200 stacked scale there. With Bull Rush. JSkey has to just play very quiet now. And he can't play on the lower ground, he has to play mid ground or high ground. With escapes. Preferably with large drops. Just keep moving, don't stop. Bull Rush is gonna come for you. This is nice.
I mean, the tables have turned quite to the other side at this point. I mean, Sombri's been taking a little bit of that stack off of him, but he picks up that mega, but heavy. Sorry, but anyway, what was gonna say? I mean, JSkey had control over that mega last just a kill ago, and never mind. I'm just rambling. But Sombri took that in the end, and finishing it off, finally using the Bull Rush to, I guess, its full potential.
Yeah, I felt like it's almost like his W key got stuck. There was no like. Yeah. I don't know why you dropped there. You know the scale bearer's got the Bull Rush up. He was starting to string together, like survive for an extended period of time. He could have maybe positioned himself for the mega, or at least again deal damage. I just think you don't commit there. I think he's gonna watch that game back and he's gonna kick himself because it's his to not to win, but his to compete for it, and instead he threw it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Have to stay cold in those situations and not overstay. And
I mean, it really did look like SOMBR was the one losing patience with the Bull Rush pitch decisions, and in the end, it's just like that was something he could have taken advantage of, JSkey, but it's a shame. But hey, if that was his first event, because compared to what we saw in the first game, looking in that game, he's definitely strung together some nice passages of play.
Especially his real and LG just... maybe he got another computer and this one worked.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. I mean, that was fantastic. That was some showcase of actually really good mechanical knowledge and also confidence, which, you know, obviously not too much confidence is good, but in the way that he utilized it, I think it was quite nice how he trusted himself in those situations to pull off the rail and finish off the job. And I agree with you, NBC. I feel like Sombri was the one who felt like he was like working on a deficit all the time, sort of being very. Just felt like he was kind of desperate to come back, and then, well, we can just see how easily it can turn around if you make a bad move somewhere, and
but yeah, this does